In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to adjust the Brunswick foul sensor. So we have to start by removing the cover. In order to do that, we have to remove 3 screws. There's 1 screw in the front, 2 screws in the back. The 2 in the back are accessible only by lifting the return capping. So to access that, you're going to push down in the center, pull up the outsides, and lift this piece off. There's 2 screws here, number 2 Robertson. Go ahead and remove those. The 1 screw in the front is a number 3 Robertson. I'm going to change that over. Go ahead and remove this front screw. Lift the cover off. There we have the foul unit itself. So before making any adjustments to the foul sensor itself, there's a reflector on the outside, on the opposite side of the lane, and that should be cleaned with a cloth just to ensure there's no dust buildup that can affect the overall adjustment. So right here we have the lens that shines across to the reflector and back. So if that beam is broken, it will give you an alarm and indicate a foul. So to adjust this, we're going to start with the up and down pitch of the sensor head. So I've got a screw here in the front and a screw in the back. I'm going to loosen those up just slightly so this whole sensor head pivots. When you have a red light above the sensor lenses, that indicates a foul detection or it's out of alignment with the reflector. So the way you adjust that is to move it up until you get a red light, move it down when it goes out, keep moving down, and when the light comes back on, move it back halfway. So again, start with the lens facing up, move it down till the light goes out, keep moving it down till the light comes on, and then move it back halfway. Once you have that set, snug your screw up. Oops. Snug the screw. Don't over tighten it at this point because it'll move when you adjust the other screw. So tighten that one and then come back and tighten this one further and tighten that one further. Kind of bounce back and forth so you don't throw the adjustment off with the tightening or loosening of the screw. So at this point you should be able to wiggle that lens around without it moving and without it detecting a foul. So again, if I break that beam, red light comes on and indicates a foul. So once you have that set, you should be good. There is a secondary adjustment, but that moves both of the optical heads back and forth on a common bracket. So generally you don't have to mess with that one because those are centered on the foul line. It's usually the up and down adjustment that you have to worry about. But should you need to adjust that, you would kind of do it the same way. Loosen these 2 screws and these 2 screws and pitch the plate forward or back until you get a red light. The red light goes out, move it halfway. Once you have that done, just test it. You can run your shoe across it, just simulate a bowling shoe. Foot crosses the line, indication light's on. And the same thing on this side. Now I've unplugged the buzzer on the unit so we can talk and everybody can hear me. But once that buzzer is plugged back in and you do alarm, it will make a sound. And that's it. Just make sure that these are all tight and not giving you any kind of red light. And that's it. Put the cover back on and snap the capping back down, and that should conclude the adjustment.